Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. In the last episode, we completed our last major hurdle in our journey towards the Elite Four, the Victory Road of Evergrande City, climbing and fighting to the top, overcoming every last possible challenge between us, including our main rival Wally and his newly acquired Mega Gallade, truly preparing us for our final true challenge of our main story, the Elite Four, and the major champion of Hoenn. So, with that being said, our main story in this world is slowly but surely inching ever closer and closer to its close. But even though that is the case, there's still quite a decent amount of stuff left for us to do before the credits officially do roll. But with that being said, there's only one thing we really need to do first to take down those who call themselves the Elites, and finally face off against he who calls himself the Champion of Hoenn, since, let's be honest here, the Elite Four and the Champion are before us before we do anything in the post-game stuff. So, obviously, with that being said, honestly, right on into the Pokemon League we go, since we're more than ready to actually take on our last major hurdle, since this is the last hurdle of the main story. Let's be honest here, it's every Pokemon game's last major hurdle. So with that being said, here we go. Only trainers who have collected all 8 gym badges may go beyond this point. Please permit us to evaluate your worthiness, trainer. Okay, well, take a look. Trainer, believe in yourself, in your Pokemon, and go forth. And with that being said, we're all evaluated, and we're all ready to head into our very first of our Elite Fours here. So, here we go. You heard the doors closing behind you. No way back. So, to the first dojo we go, since, honestly, a lot of really cool, little themings for each and every, thing when it comes to all the different areas, all the new areas for, this game have, well, honestly, some pretty cool theming to it, like Team Aqua's base having a full theming, the ending of Victory Road having its own theming, to heading to each of the Elite Fours having its own theming. Honestly, it's a pretty cool, definitely a really cool addition to the original games, I'll have to say. But here we go, our very first one being Sydney, the very first of the Elite Four of Hoenn.
Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four.
Okay, Sydney, what you got for us, bud? Because, let's be honest here, you're definitely gonna need to be ready, since you're our very first one of the 4.
I like the look you're giving me. I guess, you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, let's get down to the kind of battle that can happen only here in the Pokemon League.
Okay, that can only happen in the Pokemon League indeed. But here we go, Sydney. So, very first of the 4. But Sydney, if you're wondering the typing of him, he is actually a Dark-type user. Although, it's not, heavily, easy to tell. But, the only thing you really have to go on when it comes to most of the trainers for the Elite Four in this region for what they use is actually by how they look, / the theme before you go here. The thing is that Sydney actually doesn't give you an idea of what he is, except for his design, and that's it. Literally his character design kind of gives you an idea, which, obviously, he's a Dark-type user. But, yeah, definitely, for the most part, definitely doesn't give you, a straight-up answer right away for what typing you're going to have to worry about. But honestly, Dark-type definitely does fit the theme here. Although, that won't be the case when it comes to basing a character's Pokemon based off their theming for character design isn't the best way to go about figuring out all the Elite Fours for this area. I'm going to be honest there. But it is a good start. I will have to be honest there. It is a good start. But honestly, definitely Dark-type Pokemon we should be fine with. And down goes Mighty Anna pretty quickly, actually. Because we're confused, I'd rather swap out and swap in, because we already took Intimidate, honestly, so it'd be safer for us to swap out and swap in. He's going into Absol, though, which is definitely a Pokemon we do want to be careful around. But I'm going to swap into Cindy, since Cindy is a Fairy type, and Fairy types are actually pretty good against Dark types, so it's pretty safe swap in, honestly. And also gets all those bad stats off of us, since Intimidate does kind of hurt us. But honestly, I think Dazzling Gleam is what we want to go with. Ended up picking that up in between episodes, in between the last and this episode. Found out that it was on Route 123, and it was a route that we actually didn't need to go down, but it had a move that we really did want. So, made sure to go grab it in between episodes, because I was like, where is that ability? We never picked it up. Well, apparently it's right next to the Berry House, so that's a reason why we never got it. Going into a Sharpedo, definitely going to say Caesar. Caesar's been our go-to for any Pokemon like that, so it's the safest option here. 1, because of tankiness, and 2, because honestly it's a safer option on a Pokemon with an ability like Rough Skin. So, in order to get rid of the fact of worrying about losing extra HP after hitting a Pokemon, might as well just go special attacking and not have to worry about it. But honestly, a couple Pokemon do have that ability, Garchomp being one of them, and you could do like a Rocky, or not Rocky Helmet, I'm trying to remember exact, no yeah, it's Rocky Helmet, I was getting it mixed up with King's Rock, but yeah, Rocky Helmet plus Rough Skin can be pretty detrimental. Going straight into a Shiftry, we know Donatello's faster than that Pokemon, so back into our Shedinja, since it's definitely a pretty good Pokemon against a Pokemon like Shiftry, since his very first appearance against us ended up being a one-shot, although he's got a Fake Out. Okay, at least he gets a chance to at least do something, but we did get a speed boost out of that, so honestly, I'll take a little bit of a loss HP for a free speed boost, honestly. Because that really doesn't hurt us that bad. We lost one turn, but that doesn't really hurt us at all. But not too bad. 2,000 experience for that. Almost 2,400 actually. But here we go, into a Cacturne. That is a Grass Dark type. That means we are about to do 4 times damage. I'm sorry there, Cacturne, but here's a nice little egg scissor for you, and you are done for. Sorry, Sydney. Your ace in the hole being your Absol actually didn't even get a chance. So, sorry there, bud, but down you go. First down, 3 to go, though.
Well, how do you like that? I lost. It was fun, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't, but that's some good pokey for winning, though. I'll definitely have to say. That's without an amulet coin, so I'll definitely say that's pretty good.
Well, listen, to what the loser has to say, you've got what it takes to go a long way. Go on to the next room and challenge your next battle.
Okay, challenge our next battle indeed. Anything else from you? And it looks like, nope, that's it. Okay, into the next room we go. Now down with the Dark type, into what will be actually a very interesting theming. Obviously, we can tell by what we're seeing right now, it's a Ghost type. But if you were to go based off design for the Elite Four user for the next one, you would not actually know for sure it would be a Ghost type area. You would think Water type. But this definitely helps you know for sure for her. But yeah, her sunny disposition does not make you think that she is a Ghost type immediately. I'll definitely have to say that. That was one character that did catch me off guard back in the originals. Because I always was like, oh yeah, Water type. No, far off. I thought that because every trainer you fight has a theming to them when it comes to their design. And, well, her sunny disposition makes you think Water type. Well, no, definitely not. She is a Ghost type through and through, so definitely gonna say safer option to swap into Razor now. Well, Razor definitely, yeah, you know what, Razor, yeah. Because of the fact that we have Dark typing. I was overthinking it for a second. But yeah, let's definitely go Razor.
I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four.
Hello, Phoebe. Well, here we go. Straight into our second of our Elite Four challengers. And obviously, well, if you notice by the camera angle, I think something just happened too on top of that. I didn't realize it right away, but I think something did pop up on the screen.
I did my training on Mount Pyre. will I train here? There, I gained the ability to commune with ghost-type Pokemon.
Well, that's pretty cool. But, definitely, a little bit strange with how the, everything's going on right now. I think there's something, on our left of our head, by the way. So, well, that definitely shows ghost types for sure, because that's definitely, seeming to be a person, which is kind of creepy.
The bond I developed with my Pokemon is extremely tight. Come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. But honestly, no explanation on the person watching us in the background there. Kind of creepy. But here we go. Phoebe, the sunniest ghost-type user I've ever seen in any Pokemon game. But, well, she is from the third game, so it's not, well, not very, large, amount of games that, came before, to be fair. But still, though, very sunny for a ghost-type user. Since a lot of the other ones were very different when it came to designs. They were, like, gothic / they also had, like, the old granny from the original one. I always forget her name. But, yeah, the ghost-type user from Kanto was not really gothic, but more like, kind of evilish granny kind of theme to it, is how I always got it. But, honestly, for here, I think it's probably best if we go straight into the Mega, I think. Because there's no reason for us to really set up here. So, I think it's safer for Sableye to just go straight into Mega Sableye. So, honestly, Mega Razor is definitely going to be better than a normal Razor here, because 1, we need the extra damage, 2, Magic Bounce is definitely going to come in handy. So, nice try on the Confuse Ray. You kind of messed yourself up there, buddy. But, yeah, definitely don't let Phoebe get any freebies off, honestly, because 1, we don't want to be confused. 2, we don't really need to set up on Ghost types, because Ghost types typically aren't physical Pokemon. So it's safer to go for the idea that you're dealing with special attackers than physical attackers. Although she might actually have some physical ones, like obviously we see a Sableye coming out right now, which would more than likely be her Mega Evolution Pokemon later. But obviously, based on the fact that we didn't see Sydney use any of his Mega Evolution Pokemon, which would obviously be his Absol, well, we're not going to be dealing with Mega Evolution Pokemon yet for the Elite Four. When we get to the rematch, yeah, definitely. That's where things will definitely be pretty scary. But also noticing that the Sableye is faster than our Sableye. Although I think Mega Sableye loses speed, to be fair. But honestly, not too bad. I'm going to go for a free recover here, because Sableye is going to take a burn anyways. Oh, well, it's going straight for a full restore, actually. Which is not the worst case scenario, but I would definitely... I was thinking it wasn't low enough to go for a full restore, though. But let's go for another one, just in case. Going Foul Play. We're Dark type, so that doesn't... well, actually hurt a lot more than I thought it would. Okay. I was thinking that it wouldn't hurt us at all, but apparently nope, it still does. But, yeah, as long as it's burned, it won't be able to do anything like that. Since most of its damage is going to be coming from those power gems, I think, for the most part. So as long as we play it safe, maybe waste out another one of their... They might use another full restore here. Nope, they're not going for it. But we did go for recover while it is going to take burn damage, so no matter what, we're going to get a heal, and we're going to knock out the Sableye, which is perfect. So, sorry Phoebe, what would be your Mega Evolution Pokemon is down for the counts. But 2 down, well, only 3 more to go. But honestly, not too bad though. Definitely a pretty good start. Going into a Bayonet. Bayonet is definitely a Pokemon that's also a Pokemon that could... Actually, wait, no, it might actually be Bayonet. Actually. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I'm actually not sure which one is her Mega Pokemon, actually, now I think about it. Because Bayonet gets Evolution for Mega Evolution, and Sableye does too. So, honestly, it could be either one. I'm gonna say it's probably Sableye, because I'm pretty sure Sableye didn't get his until this game. Which would... oh, okay, well, there's Spite back to you. Lose some of your power points. Nice try, though. I'll take a freebie, though. There goes a free recover for us. And now it'll take a free burn turn, and it might be enough damage with the burn to maybe knock out the Bayonet here. But honestly, it really depends on how the next turn goes. Going Shadow Ball, though, honestly, should be using physical moves. Don't know why you're going special attack, but honestly, I'll take it. makes it a little bit easier for us, honestly. But there's level 54 for Razor, which is always good. Any level is definitely going to come in handy, especially here, with everything being level 50 and so on and so forth. But we got another Bayonet, so definitely the more Bayonets, the more the problem. But let's go for another Will-O-Wisp, just in case if it does try and go anything physical. Ooh, okay, trying to bear a grudge on me. Well, here you go. Oh wait, I think Grudge is the one that knocks us out if we knock it out, actually. Oops, I do not know why I went for another Will-O-Wisp. Oops. Well, that was not the idea. But, there you go. A little bit more burn damage, I guess. And then what we'll do is do a Shadow Claw. I think we are tied to the Pokemon, so we do need to be careful. Yeah, he's trying to knock us out at the same time. I'm pretty sure, if that's right. It's been a while since I've seen the move Grudge. I'm pretty sure it's the one I'm thinking of. Oh no, it didn't go down. Okay. Well, we're perfectly fine then. Okay. Oh, hello, Dusknoir. Okay, now you were not what I was expecting. Oh no, Grudge is the one that gets rid of extra moves. Okay. Well, you are a special attacker, right? So go Foul Play, I think. I think we should be fine. But, yeah, okay, he's got Hex, though. So if he does end up... Well, he actually can't throw on any status effects on us, actually. Because we have Magic Bounce. So it has no chance of actually using Hex on it, you know, working normally. So that's actually kind of funny. Sorry there, Dusknoir. Ain't gonna happen. But Cindy's now level 51. Osborne's 53. And down goes Phoebe. 2 of 4. Only 2 more to go. And then we got the champion on top of that.
Oh darn, I got and lost.
Yeah, you definitely have. And also there was a voice crack and a half trying to do her voice. Oops.
Oh, there's definitely a bond between you and your Pokemon too. I didn't recognize that fact, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep, I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead, move on to the next room.
Move on to the next room, indeed. But I think whatever that thing that was watching us was sitting on this chair, and it showed it for like half a second before she actually took us on there, which was kind of creepy. But down goes the Ghost type, and we obviously can tell what the next one's going to be. Good old Ice types, 100% based on the nice little frozen house over there. But let's definitely do this smart, though, before we go into the next fight. Since we don't need to worry about Hyper Potions anymore and wasting them, I don't mind using a little bit of those, because we have a bunch of full restores, some max potions, some revives at the best possible they can possibly be, and the half revives as well. So we're in a good spot. It's just about making sure everybody's nice and somewhat healed, for the most part. And I'm probably going to use a Citrus Berry on Donatello, since I don't have any small potions. But there we go, not too bad. Okay, now that we're knowing that we're 100% dealing with a Ice-type user, let's definitely go about this in a way that would definitely be the safest option. Since we really don't have many safe options, to be fair. So I think what we should do is let's go into Jane to start. I think we can safely go into Jane, I think. So let's go straight into Slacking immediately. Knock out the first Pokemon, and then probably swap into Swampert, maybe, and see what Osborne could do. But blowing open a nice ice-cold doors there to make us a nice little ice-cold platform all the way to our next Elite Four member. But here we go, into the next area. And honestly, here we go. Third, and honestly, well, second strongest of the Elite Four, so here we go. Hello there. Nice to meet ya.
Welcome. My name is Glacia, the Elite Four. I traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my Ice-type moves.
Okay, well, let's see what you got there then.
But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon.
Well, hopefully our Pokemon aren't that weak.
I wonder what you'll show me.
Honestly, I'm kind of curious on how you're going to be reacting to our Pokemon here, because Ice types are actually not exactly Pokemon we have, Pokemon that can actually perfectly fight against them. So, this is going to be interesting.
What a relief it would be if I could for once have a serious battle against an opponent.
Okay, well, let's see what you got then. Because right into the second strongest of the Elite Four we go, with Glacia here. Then the final one, well, he's definitely going to be a problem. I'm definitely going to be honest there. He is definitely a problem. But here we go, you're challenged by Elite Four Glacia, sending straight into the Glalie, which fits, definitely fits, since Glalie and definitely fits with the Glacia name, for sure. But honestly, first things first is definitely figuring out how we want to deal with Glalie, because we are lower level, but Giga Impact might be enough. It really depends. Okay, it is. Okay, I was wondering if it was, but that was also critical, to be fair. But down goes Glalie, and that's a free knockout for us, going straight into Frostlass. Okay, we know exactly what we want to do here then. Okay, it's either we go Ghost type, or we go Fire. But we really don't have Fire, so... Well, technically we do with Jane, because Jane has Flamethrower right now. I ended up throwing it on. I got rid of a bunch of our HMs, so we can actually use real moves. So, we don't need, like, double ups on some things, to be fair, but it definitely would help us better. I'm gonna say that Frostlass might try to Magic Bounce something on us. So let's go Mega Evolution here, and just be prepared for anything that might try to be used, that might try and drop our stats, or do anything like Confuse Ray. Perfect. That works perfectly. Okay, Confuse Ray yourself. That definitely helps us out, because Frostlass is definitely a Pokemon that will definitely take full advantage if it can get the chance to. Since, let's be honest, we used one before in Brilliant Diamond, and it was a very fun Pokemon to use, since I don't really get to use Pokemon like Frostlass in series like that, so it was pretty fun to use. And it tried to go Blizzard. Thankfully it's not hailing, or that would have actually hits. But it did try to go for a big hit there. Let's see here, what should we do? I think what we do is go another Foul Play, I think. I think we might get enough of a roll that might knock out the Frostlass, even with it doing a full restore. Let's see, because I was 100% it was going to heal. And thankfully we got a better roll, so the full restore didn't help her at all. Sorry there, Frostlass, down you go. Level 55 for Razor, I'll take it. And then no other levels from that, but here we go into a Whaleren. Okay, Whaleren is definitely where things are gonna get dicey, because of the fact that, one, we're dealing with, ice and water. So it's gonna be a little, interesting how this works. Honestly, let's go with the tankiest Pokemon on our team. Let's go straight into Caesar, I think. Caesar should be pretty good. He is pretty much the emperor of our team, pun intended. But, definitely gonna say that for Whaleren, with it also being tanky, it's gonna be safer to go with a Pokemon that's also kind of tanky. Because, although if we do get hit, it's not gonna be a major problem, it is something we do need to be slightly worried about, because we don't know exactly what Whaleren's gonna try. So, honestly, safest option is just to see what kind of damage we can dish out, and go from there, honestly. It's going for Blizzard, though. It finally got the Blizzard off. But even with the super effective hit, because of how tanky we are with Caesar, it was enough to survive it, which is perfect. It is exactly why we need a Pokemon like Caesar, because honestly, running at least one or two tanky Pokemon is always pretty good, especially for Elite Four stuff. But honestly, not too bad. We got a level out of it, and we also got Donatello a level as well. And going into another Glalie, we know that we can deal with Glalie with Jane, so let's just swap back into Jane for now. Although that was a crit, to be fair. But I have a good idea that Jane will be able to pull it off again, honestly. So let's try it again and see what happens. No reason not to. Oh, protect. That's... Ooh, that's bad. Do we still lose our turn? Yep, we do. Okay. Well, that's not good. Well, protect is really bad with the fact that we have truants. Huh. Okay, let's try it again. Does it go... It missed. Okay, I thought that was something else for a second. I was really worried for a second. I thought that was a completely different move, and I got worried. Very, very worried. We're on... we missed, so we are on truant turn. Thankfully, it's not going to get a free protect again, though, but sadly, we had to waste a couple turns just to get a free Giga Impact in. Tried to go for protect, but you can't do that again. Sorry there. Nice try, but thankfully, Giga Impact was enough, and down goes Glacia. Not too bad. Could have been bad, though, for sure. But honestly, did pretty good. Jane's level 50 now, so now every Pokemon on her team is level 50 now, which is really good to see.
You and your Pokemon, how hot your spirits burn.
Honestly, pretty decently hot, I would think.
You and your Pokemon, how fiercely your spirits burn. My icy moves pale in the face of such all-consuming flames. Advance to the next room. There you will learn how fearsome the Pokemon League can truly be.
Okay, and with that being said, into the next room we go. And it looks like they do repeat themselves. Okay, I wasn't sure. We did that with Sydney, but here we go into what's honestly definitely going to be a challenge, because this guy is definitely not an easy one. I'm going to be honest. The last two of the Hoenn League is actually pretty scary. I'm going to be honest. So we do need to be careful. But let's do a big potion into you. And honestly, from here, kinda gonna have to just use a full restore, I guess. Okay, well, let's use that up and just get you fully healed, Jane. And then I think we just go from there, honestly. Since right now, we definitely don't want to be sitting out with Pokemon that can't deal with dragons. Because our next Elite Four is a Dragon-type user. And honestly, not gonna be an easy one. Since, Drake is, not an easy trainer whatsoever. This is basically like a second champion, pretty much, in my opinion. So, yeah, definitely not an easy person at all. It's like, how Lance was in the old games, where, yes, Lance was an Elite Four, but he was also a champion later. But Drake doesn't become champion, obviously, but the thing is Drake is definitely not a easy competitor by any means, is all I could really say. But I think Cindy would be the safest option here, with the fact that we don't have Ice-type users on our team. Or at least an Ice-type move, at least, to use, because we never got a TM for it. But here we go.
I am the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four, Drake the Dragon Master. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild living things. They are free. At times they hinder us, at times they help us. For us to battle alongside Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed?
What is needed, Drake? Well, oh, he's got something.
If you don't, you will never prevail over me.
Okay, here we go. Right into the sea captain that is Drake here. As you can see, definitely you would think he would be a water-type user outside of the fact that, obviously, by the dragon theming on the outside, but in the original games, you would not be able to tell immediately. But if you think of him like a flying captain, like the Sky Pirates in like Ni no Kuni, but that's a game that came out way later than this game, the originals. But if you think of like Sky Pirates, then you would think Drake would be a draconic, you know, pirate. But you don't think about it immediately, for sure. But Aerial Ace is definitely not something I was expecting to come out of Altaria there. But it's definitely better than what it could have been. Well, let's definitely go for another Dazzling Gleam. Was definitely knowing for sure that it was going to get healed. But let's go Psychic here, just so I don't waste all my Dazzling Gleams on Altaria here, because we want to save up a decent amount for the rest of his team. Down goes Altaria, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We're going into Flygon. Probably safe to go into... Well, if we had an Ice-type user, that would actually be perfect here. But we don't have Ice. We can get Ice on Swampert, though, because it does learn Ice Beam if you have a TM for it. But we just never got one, which is definitely something I want to look for at one of these points when we get the chance. Because it would definitely come in handy for dragons. But we do have Gardevoir for Cindy, so it's not like we're in a bad situation. But I am definitely going to say safest option here is probably going to be Waterfall, but let's make sure that the Flygon goes down, I think. But Flygon, one of the Pokemon that I actually really, really like, so definitely going to feel bad about knocking you out, but honestly, definitely safest option for us here is just making sure to just get the Flygon off the field as fast as possible before any other Pokemon. We have to worry about any Pokemon going down, so on our side, but not too bad. Got a free level out of it too, which is never a bad thing, but not too bad. Got a decent amount of experience. Another Flygon, just stay in, no reason to swap out, but definitely with the second Flygon coming out, definitely just going to want to double up on the waterfalls. Surprisingly faster than the second one. Oh, it tried to go supersonic. Okay, nice try though. But here's another waterfall for you. Good thing you're ground type, because we can take free advantage of the ground typing a little bit there. But not too bad. Level 52 for Cindy. Not too bad as well there. Now we're going into a Salamence. Definitely going to say we swap back into Cindy, since dragon type Pokemon don't have the easiest time dealing with fairy types, especially due to the fact that dragon types can't hit fairy type Pokemon. So if it uses anything dragon-like, well, it's basically done for. I'm going to go Hypnosis though. Oh, it's going Crunch. Thankfully our fairy typing completely kind of messes... Of course we missed. Of course we missed. Okay. Well, for full restore. It's not like we're going to get hit with double crits here, so let's just go for a full restore, get our HP back. I was hoping for a Hypnosis there though, but did not get it. Ooh, really? A double crit? Okay, then, I'll do it again then. I'm gonna do it until you don't get another crit. You can keep trying. You definitely can. Although you really shouldn't be getting crits back to back, to be fair. It's not like you have an item that makes it so you can just keep doing that. But, let's go Dazzling Gleam since our Hypnosis thing is not going down right now. So, let's just go the safe option here and make sure we do a little bit of damage. But Salamence being as fast as it is definitely not a good thing for us. Thankfully, down goes the Salamence. And if you're wondering, that is actually his Mega Pokemon. So, yeah, definitely not a Pokemon we want to be going up against in a situation at the moment. So, good thing we're not dealing with Mega Pokemon yet, or yeah, that would be very scary. Because Mega Salamence is not a easy Pokemon by any means. So, definitely good that we're not dealing with that yet. But, taking the free heal, we should be fine if we get frozen, because we have actually, I forgot the name of that. It's, Synchronize, right? Yeah, Synchronize, where if we take a status, we'll give it to the other Pokemon. So, if it wants to go about freezing me, it could be frozen all at once. I'm gonna be honest there. But, definitely, we got Kyogre down. I was thinking it was gonna survive it, actually, to be fair. But down goes Kyogre, not too badly, honestly. Level 58 for Caesar, getting close to level 60 now, actually. And down goes Drake.
Superb! It should be said.
Superb indeed. Especially with the fact that Elite Four is now behind us now. For the time being.
You deserve every credit for coming this far as a Pokemon trainer. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a true and virtuous heart. It is through their contact with trainers that Pokemon learn right from wrong. The influence of their trainers' good hearts help them grow strong.
If you say so. But, yeah, I would definitely say it based on the anime, but you really can't do that in the games, to be fair. But, yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Go onward. The champion is waiting for you.
champion is waiting for us indeed. And honestly, we finally get to see who our champion really is, the man who calls himself champion of the Hoenn region. Since in Emerald it would be a different champion, but while that's happening over there, let's go and heal up real quick. I know I wasted a full restore there, but it's probably for the best, just to make sure we're nice and healed. Since we're definitely going to need to get a decent heal in here before we head into the next area. But who would need a boost right now? That's the real question. Probably swapping Shadow Claw off for a second would probably be a good idea. Reason is because what we can do, because I never put any power points into it, we can restore it without wasting an item to restore it, is honestly my real reasoning for that. So swap off Shadow Ball, and then throw right into Shadow Claw, since that'll basically, refill the power points there, since there's only so much you could possibly do to restore your power points in the Elite Four, since you can't go back to heal yourself, so it's best to go the safe option. There we go, nice and healed. And honestly, now it's just preparation of what we want to use. I'm going to say we could start with Osborne, I think. That's a pretty safe Pokemon to go with. But with that being said, honestly, into the Champions Room we go. Since, let's be honest here, we're definitely on the Champions doorstep now. Probably would be a safe idea to do a save real quick, just in case if I do get knocked out. There's no reason to not take a save, because then we can just come back here right away without having to go through the Elite Four again, since that happened with Cynthia. But there's the champion, a oh-so-familiar face, and a person I tried to keep completely secret on the entire adventure, because although I did know who he was, I always called him the mysterious man known as Steven. And honestly, Steven is the real champion of the Hoenn region. It does change if it was Emerald, though, so with this being the Ruby and Sapphire story, Steven would no longer be the champion of the region once Emerald would come around. Since Emerald, it's actually Wallace, the 8th gym leader, since he takes the place of champion, while his original master, Hoenn, takes over the Sutopolis gym. So, definitely pretty cool, but here we go. Here comes the real challenge. A very, very dangerous opponent being a Steel-type champion. Which, yeah, that's not a nice combination for a champion by any means to fight against, because Steel-types are kind of scary. But, here we go. Here comes Spooks. Hey, Steven, long time no see. I was hoping I would get to see you, make it here one day. Tell me, what have you seen on your journey with your Pokemon? What have you felt, meeting so many other trainers out there? Well, quite a lot, honestly, buddy. Traveling this rich land of Hoenn, has it awoken something inside of you? I want you to come at me with all that you've learned. My Pokemon and I will respond in turn with all that we know. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it, Steven. Let it begin. Let it begin indeed. But here we go. The champion of the region, Steven, the Steel-type Elite Four champion. Definitely gonna be a scary fight. Definitely will be honest there. And 100% a Mega Evolution fight too. So we're gonna need to be very, very careful. Although the Skarmory is definitely not a good one to go with. But, well, honestly, here we go. And also, because I never brought it up, it's Steven Stone. So, the Devon Corporation and Devon Stone is his father. So, if you guys are wondering, there was no reason for me to really bring it up, because it was kind of obvious, but I might as well bring it up now, just so you guys do know about that, since it is part of it. But let's definitely go straight into the Mega Evolution that he gave us, since he gave us our Swampert. So, let's go immediately into Mega Swampert here, to at least even the odds before we really have to deal with the main problems of his team, because Skarmory is kind of a problem, but not a major problem. Although Toxic is not something I was expecting, to be fair, because it's a Steel-type Pokemon, and Steel-type Pokemon can't be affected by Toxic, but it being able to use Toxic is a different situation. Let's go Rock Slide instead, since we might... not really. We flinched it, which is kinda good, but it's not really doing much damage. The thing is with that Steel flying getting in the way, we can't use Earthquake, so it's kinda iffy. He's going Entry Hazards, though, so he's got some spikes on the floor as well as the Toxic, which can hurt. I think it also learns Whirlwind, too, so definitely not the best scenario here. But let's definitely go Waterfall here. Might get another flinch in here. Would definitely come in handy. And we got him. Okay, good thing too, because then he doesn't get his full restore. So perfect. Down goes Skarmory, no major problems. Although we are poisoned on our Mega Pokemon, so we can't stay in long. Going into a Cradily. Okay. Well, Cradily is definitely a Pokemon that is pretty good from what we've seen. Let's go into Donatello, because Donatello is flying, so spikes shouldn't affect us. So, as long as we're in the air, we don't get stuck by those. But Cradily is a Grass-type Pokemon, so we do need to be a little careful with it, but as long as we're smart, we shouldn't be too much of a problem here. Ancient Power is definitely going to hurt, and it's enough to actually knock us out. Okay, I was expecting it not to, honestly, but it got us, sadly. But with that being said, I think it would probably be safe to go into Jane here. We get stuck with the spikes, since the entry hazard was set, unfortunately. But definitely going to say safest option here is, I'm honestly going to say Giga Impact here. Might as well just knock out the Cradily while we get the chance, since it's already low on HP, so just go through the rest of its HP with the Giga Impact there, since it's going to hit hard because we're normal type. And 2, because it already hits hard on top of that, so not too bad. But down goes 2 Pokemon, and honestly, with 2 of them down, that definitely means that things are going to start heating up right now, especially with the Aggron. Okay, Aggron is definitely going to be a Pokemon we want to be careful with. So, with the fact that it's a physical Pokemon, I'm going to say our safest option with Aggron would be to... honestly, Will-O-Wisp, I think. So, go Will-O-Wisp, make him all burned, make him lose half of his attack, so he can't really do major damage. Okay, not too bad. Could have been worse, but honestly, I'll take it. So, down goes that. He's probably going to go for another Iron hit, so don't go into Cindy whatsoever, because Cindy's not going to have a fun time whatsoever with that Pokemon. What I am going to do, though, is probably go with the safe option of re-healing Osborne up all the way. Get rid of the poison, get rid of the HP loss. He's going for Stone Edges, but honestly, Stone Edge doesn't worry me too much. And we're going to just try and get a nice heal into a good amount of our team, because Razor's able to sit for a little bit, as long as we do things safely. So go for Revive on Donatello. Let's go on another Iron Tail. We don't need to worry about that whatsoever. So just let the burn just sit in a little bit. That's really the main reason here of what I'm trying to do. So get one more full restore in. Get Donatello nice and healthy, because Donatello might be able to do something if we give him the chance to. Okay, there goes the Iron Tail with the defense loss, though. That's exactly what we don't want to see, but honestly not the worst case scenario, because we can easily go for Recover now. And thankfully, due to Prankster, get the immediate recover. So, even if he's going Stone Edge, didn't get a crit, surprisingly. Very lucky, honestly. Okay. Now this is where we really want to go for it, I think. Are we faster than an Aggron? I think we are. I'm not really sure. Let's go Shadow Claw, let's see. We are actually faster. Okay, that works. Okay, as long as we do a decent amount of damage, that might be enough to knock him out with the burn. I'm not 100% though. It really is kind of iffy. Let's see. Nope. Barely. But that's not too bad though. Because the thing is even though Aggron is a little scary, with it being level 57, honestly that's not the worst case scenario here. Because we have Earthquake. It's a Steel-type Pokemon. It's also more than likely not going to get to use its ability, because more than likely it had Sturdy, so I think an Earthquake should go directly through him. No, he still got it. Really? Okay. Well, that could have been worse. Let's go Brick Break, I think. He's going for another full restore. Okay, waste all your full restores on Aggron, I'll take it. We know he definitely burst through your HP, so honestly, you do you, buddy. I'm gonna be honest. Just keep doing that and I'll take it. But here's another Earthquake for you. Down goes Aggron. Okay. Another major threat out of the way, because Aggron is definitely not a Pokemon we want to play anywhere near, friendly against. But not too bad. Into the Claydol. Claydol's Psychic type, but it's also Ground type, so we can go for a Waterfall here and be perfectly fine here. Since Claydol's really not going to hurt us, I think. Yeah, okay. Critical hit though, but yeah, it didn't get a chance. But down goes Claydol, not too bad. Level 53 for Cindy. Dream Eater could be good, but we don't really need it. We do have Hypnosis, but I just don't see a reason to worry about using something like that. But here we go into a Rock Bug type. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I'm going to say we stay. We stay and we just hold the forts, I think. I think that's the safest thing, because we're water type, so we can go for the rock typing and go for the super effective hits in there. So, okay, we flinched it. That's not too bad. Go for another waterfall, since it has 100% accuracy. Might as well. And even if it healed itself, we would have done a decent amount of damage back to it. But not too bad. Down goes all his main Pokemon. But here we go for the real ace in the hole, being the Metagross. Since Metagross is his main Pokemon. And this is where things get really, really dicey. Since, as we can see, he's level 59. We are actually lower level than him in every single one of our Pokemon. So this is going to be definitely pretty dicey. And by the fact that he gave us Mega Evolution, well, he's going to have Mega Evolution. Let's be honest here. There is no way around it. So here we go. Right into the Mega Metagross. And this is where the real fight begins. Since Mega Pokemon, can be pretty scary, depending on if we get a really good Earthquake. Never mind, we didn't get it, but he did go with Giga Impact. Okay. We survive. He lost a turn. He lost a turn completely. And that is game. Sorry there, Steven, but down you go, buddy. Giga Impact completely messed you up. I was actually very surprised he was going for that, to be fair. Because I was thinking he was going to go like Meteor Mash or something like Steel type. No, he went for Giga Impact out of anything to randomly go for. Was not expecting that, honestly. But down goes Steven. The champion of the Hoenn region is now officially down for the counts. Meaning the main story of our adventure has now officially come to a close. Sorry, Steven, but it was fun. So I, the champion, fall in defeat. Yep, you do. Sorry there, Steven, but it had to happen. But not too bad, honestly. Just as I have come to expect. Spooks, you are truly an excellent Pokemon trainer. Congratulations to you, and thank you. I had wanted to learn how you felt about this world, what kinds of ideas you have developed with your Pokemon. I feel I was able to find the answer in our battle. The feelings you have for your Pokemon, and the way that your Pokemon gave their all in battle in response to those feelings. Those two together created a great power. That is how you seized victory today. Well, that's good to hear. I felt a thrill of excitement in my breast when we first met, and now I know for sure that feeling was not misplaced. You are rightfully the Hoenn region's new. Oh, hey May, long time no see.
Spooks, wait. I got some advice you've got to hear before the challenge to the champion.
Well, we kinda won. You're a little late there, May. But thanks for the help, though.
Wait, what? What? Spooks, could it be that it's already over?
Yep, it is. Sorry there, May. But, thanks for coming here to be our cheerleader, for sure. Because, having you and Birch here is definitely pretty nice with the fact that you guys helped us on the beginning of our journey and set us up to begin with. So it's pretty cool that they're here. And Wally was technically here too, to be fair too. He was in the Victory Road, so technically all our, original people we met in the beginning were here. Including Steven, to be fair too.
See? What did I say, May? Didn't I tell you that Spooks would be just fine?
Well, Archie was right.
Spooks, you finally done it. When I heard that you defeated your own father at Petalburg Gym, I thought perhaps you had a chance. But to think you'd actually become the champion. But congratulations on today's victory nonetheless. Now go in there with your head held high.
Spooks. No, I should call you the Hoenn region's new Pokemon League champion. Come with me, champion. Okay. Well, champion definitely is needing to follow the old champion. I'm very sorry, but only a trainer who has successfully become the champion may go beyond this point. You need to wait outside with the professor.
No way.
Looks like it's not gonna happen.
Just joking. It's okay, it's fine. Rules are rules, right? Spooks, honestly, congratulations.
Thanks, May. But in we go. Like every other region. Well, time to catalog everything we've done. Since we're officially here. This room. This is where we maintain the records of Pokemon that prevailed through the harshest of battles. It is here that League champions are honored. Okay, well, only one thing left to do. Come, we will use this machine to record your name, and the names of the partners who battled along with you to triumph over the Pokemon League. Okay, let's put all of our Pokemon into the nice little dock here, and completely document them to officially say that we are indeed the champion of the region. But not too bad. Not too bad at all, honestly. But there's the Hall of Fame. So with that being said, we're getting ready pretty much for the credits here right after everything here. But not too bad. We got lucky with the Metagross though. The Metagross going for the Giga Impact really knocked out Steven there, to be fair. He went for the Giga Impact, lost his turn, and gave us the free win. Not too bad. We got very lucky there. I don't think it's going to be the same way during the rematch, but honestly, not too bad at all, honestly. Congratulations on becoming Pokemon League champion. Congratulations indeed. That is definitely true. But with that being said, I don't think we go immediately into credits. But when we do, we will definitely be immediately leaving to let the credits roll on its own, since I don't like talking over the credits. But honestly, pretty cool game, honestly, nonetheless. It's a really good remake of my original Pokemon game.
Welcome back, Spooks. I just thought that since we're both here and all, that I'd wait for you. We set out on this journey together, right? So maybe we should finish it together too.
It's all good, May. We could definitely do that. But, like you said, we started together, so let's end it together.
So come on, let's go home to Little Root Town.
Okay, well, off we go. And I believe the credits roll right about now. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys after the credits, and we'll be ending off today's episode and preparing for the post-game story. So BRB, boys and girls.
here we are on Route 103 again. So what do you know? Oh, remember that pond? This is where we first battled, isn't it? Oh, Spooks, could you do something for me? Oh, come on, let's battle one more time. I want to know what you saw on your journey, how you felt, and what you experienced out there. I want you to understand everything about you and your Pokemon, Spooks. And then, I want you to understand everything about me and mine.
Okay, and with that being said, the credits are, well, completely out of the question now, because we're no longer in the credits now, are we? But here we go, straight into a immediate battle with our main rival of our journey, since Wally and May are both our rivals, but our very first one was indeed May. And by the fact that we see a Mega Bracelet on her, we saw it a little bit earlier while she was walking around before the credits started too, to be fair, but we definitely need to be worrying about her in the Mega Evolution in the near future. But honestly, here we go. Straight into a major fight with our major rival, honestly. But honestly, straight into the Swallow. Definitely a fight that kind of catches you out of nowhere, to be fair, because in the original games, this didn't happen. So this is actually a pretty cool thing to have an extra fight after the championship fight in the Elite Four to look forward to, which is always pretty cool, since in the originals this didn't exist, so it's definitely pretty cool. But definitely a good starting Pokemon to have on her first two Pokemon for sure, because Swellow and Marcargo are not exactly the safest Pokemon to throw into a Swampert. But going into a Wailord now we actually have to swap. So back into Caesar here. But definitely, with the fact of everything we did earlier, definitely didn't make it look like we were going to be facing off with May at all, to be fair. So, you guys get an extra battle. And I actually completely forgot about it too, so it actually caught me off guard. I wasn't even ready for it. Like, as soon as the dialogue popped up, I had to, jump back into action right away, just so I could make sure to read the dialogue for you guys. But, definitely a fight that caught me off guard, because I forgot about this, since I think this is a 1 in... I think you can only get this once, I think. When you originally do the Elite Four, you get the chance to face off with May. I think you get a second chance, though, maybe. I'm just not remembering correctly. But, I think you can talk to May wherever she is, wherever she ends up during the post-game / after post-game to challenge her, but definitely, with her entire team now down for the counts, here we go into the real challenge here, since now we're dealing with something I like to call Mega Sceptile. So, Mega Sceptile, not a Pokemon we want to take lightly whatsoever, since Sceptile can hit pretty hard on its own. So, going straight into the Mega Evolution, obviously, but honestly, Mega Sceptile we should be fine with, I think. As long as 1, we get the Will-O-Wisp in, which is perfect, and then 2 is just be prepared for any kind of leaf bladage that might happen, because that will burn us, or not burn us up, slash us and crit us, so we need to be very careful with that. But honestly, other than that, I think we can go straight into Mega Evolution ourselves, since we don't want to Mega Evolve into Swampert, because Swampert is definitely not the Pokemon to throw into a Sceptile, since that'll be 4 times damage for us. So with the safe option being to use our Mega Sableye here, probably going to be best to go this option instead. But does she have a, full restore? No, she does not. Okay, well, that's good. That's really good, actually, because if she did, that would actually be kind of scary at the end there. But down goes Mega Sceptile, down goes May, and we officially win. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. But with that being said, we're pretty much back in Little Root. We're, above the route. We're about above Little Root, technically.
Thanks, Spooks. You're a real champion.
Thanks, May. But you are too.
meeting so many different people. And encountering so many Pokemon. It's just really...
Really what?
It's been really, really fun.
Well, that's good to hear.
Huh.
What's going on, May?
Spooks, look at that.
Look at... what? Oh! That's pretty cool. It's like a meteor shower. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire has now officially come to a close for the main story, since although the main story may officially be, rolling to an end now, well, it's not over just yet. Since, let's be honest here, there is a post-game, and the post-game is definitely its own bag of charms, pretty much. So, yeah, definitely gonna need to be ready for when we get into doing that kind of stuff. Since the Delta episode is, it is a lot. It is a lot of stuff. So, we're definitely gonna need to be prepared for that. But honestly, that's the official story for the main game. And with the main game now officially coming to a close, honestly, well, there's only one other thing we could possibly think about now coming, and that is the post-game. So, honestly, definitely with the post-game now coming soon.
Norman.
Actually, thought the game was done for a second.
Norman, sorry, I know you're watching your show, but...
But what? It looks like we're asleep at this point.
Huh, what is it?
You don't remember that we planned to go watch the meteor shower in Moss Deep?
Meteor shower, you say?
About that. I've been meaning to tell you, but...
But what?
Looks like I'm going to have to be at the gym that day.
Well, that stinks. That stinks.
Work is work, I suppose.
So no meteor shower at Moss Deep, then. Doesn't mean we can't go.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
It's fine. No, really, it's fine. But what should we do about tickets we bought?
Well, although we're asleep right now, so technically we don't hear this.
That's true. We already paid for them, so...
It gotta go to somebody. But, since we're passed out, we don't know about this in character, but still though. But, there's the start of the Delta episode. So, with the Delta episode now officially beginning, well, let's be honest here, we already know what we're going to be getting ourselves into in the next episode. Since the Delta episode is, its whole own can of worms, pretty much. And I don't want to go about spoiling nothing, so to be continued indeed. But honestly, we are going to be going back into the game real quick. So, we technically are going to accidentally start the Delta episode, but there's a good reason for it. So, we'll reopen the game, get everything nice and reopened. It's just so we don't get locked into the house in Little Root. That is the main reason. So, that's why we're going to go back into the game. XXX, the XX day of the XX month. So, probably a decent amount of time from where we started. Moss Deep Space Center, Celestial Observatory. Celestial Observatory indeed. But here is the beginning of the Delta episode. Professor Cosmo, it's a disaster, and somebody we've seen before. The meteorite that we saved from Team Aqua back in Meteor Falls 2, which is pretty cool to see him again. The meteoroid's trajectory, it suddenly changed direction. Now it's on a collision course with our planet. What? Recheck the data, update the course calculations, and confirm the new trajectory. Target locked on, confirming the meteoroid's new expected trajectory now. Let's see where it says where it's going now. According to the numbers, it should make impact somewhere southwest of Sutopolis on a small island off Route 131. Route 131, you say? But changing trajectories mid-flight. It's almost like it's alive. But, Professor, what should we do? What do we do? Calm yourself, man. Yes, sir. So it's come to this. It's come to this indeed. But honestly, and, well, this is definitely a sight for sore eyes. But, well, we technically have seen this character before. Since, we could tell by the design it's not your normal Team Aqua grunt. So, this is the Team Aqua grunt we saw with Mats during one of the cutscenes not too long ago. I believe it was during the primal reversion defeating, after defeating the primal reversion of Kyogre is when we saw this character. But here we go.
Looks like I won't be needing this. Yup.
Needing what exactly? Oh, Team Aqua uniform. But as we can see by her boots, she also has a Megastone. So, good to know about that. Definitely means, we'll be seeing you very soon then.
Phew. That's so much better. Oh, I feel so free. That uniform got pretty stinky after a while, and all sweaty too.
Huh. Interesting you got yourself a Whisper too, by the way.
Oh, my adorable little Aster. Are you that happy to see me looking like myself again? You're just too darn cute like always.
But, yeah, there's our mysterious character we met during a cutscene. Although not us specifically, but Matt did.
Phew. But there's not much time left for us. If it'll only be a matter of weeks. No, days.
Days, you say?
Things have gotten a bit tricky now, since that kid managed to stop one of the super ancient Pokemon from being revived like it should have been. Not that it's a really big deal. I've already thought of a new plan. If I just tweak a bit with the Keystone, one with plenty of that built up.
One with that plenty of built up, you say?
I swear I'll protect you, Aster.
Okay, and there it is, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, the Delta episode. So, with that being said, we are now officially in the Delta episode, but we aren't going to end off today's episode till we're done with the house here. Just so we're not locked into the house, because that's happened before where we're in like a Pokemon series and we get locked into somewhere, and then I can't do anything in between episodes. So it's easier for me to go about and, you know, do this. So, here we go. Hey, Dad. Long time no see.
Whatever it is, Spooks. It's been some time since I last saw you. But look, you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get. But your old man hasn't given up yet.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, before I forget, I was thinking of giving these to you.
Pair of tickets. Oh, for the Moss-type meteor shower, but our character was asleep, so we'll be in character for it.
They're tickets to the star show that's being held at Moss Deep Space Center. I was really planning to go with your mom, but looks like I've got to rush back to the Jim Petalburg. Oh, you know, it's a pair of tickets. Why don't you invite that little cutie May from next door to come along with you? Now I'd better be heading back to the gym. Thanks for looking after the house while I'm away, dear.
Oh, of course, dear. You have a safe trip.
Okay. Well, that being said, we now have ourselves a pair of tickets for a meteor shower, which, with what we know outside of character, is not going too well right now.
Oh, that dad of yours. He comes home for the first time in ages, and all he thinks about is Pokemon. Why can't he ever just let go and relax?
Good question, actually. And tomorrow, the long-awaited Star Show will finally begin. We've got all the latest news and updates.
Oh, well, and just like that. Look at this, Spooks.
Look at what exactly? The thing going on tomorrow? At last, the Litleo Meteor... Oh, Litleo, like, the Pokemon. So that's kind of funny, because that's an X and Y Pokemon, and this game slightly comes, or well, the remake for this game slightly comes after X and Y. So that's actually kind of funny to see that it's called Litleo. But Shower returns to illuminate Hoenn's night sky. The Star Show, held at Moss Deep Space Center, will provide the best view of the shooting stars from the center's lofty viewing deck. We hope you will all take the chance to join.
Oh, it sounds lovely. The Litlenids, I remember going to see them with your dad 11 years ago, when they last passed by. You should go march right over to invite that neighbor girl you're friends with. You can't let your pair of tickets you got from dad go to waste, so take her along.
Okay, and with that being said, we're now officially free. So, honestly, oh no, we're not free yet. Never mind. I was gonna say we'll walk out the door and see, but nope, there's that mysterious girl again that we saw in between cutscenes as well as person we never actually officially met.
Huh? Whoa, are we in sync or what?
Sync? What do you mean? Were you looking for me?
I was just thinking about you. It's great to meet you. It's our first real meeting, right? Yeah, that's right, of course it is. The name's Zinnia, and you?
Zinnia, you say? Well, nice to meet you, I guess.
Well, I know all about you. You're Spooks, of course. You're the new Pokemon League champion. And you're one of those special few who use Mega Evolution to get even closer to their Pokemon now, aren't you?
That's true.
Okay, I know. I'll leave it alone. Look, I'm stopping. But this sure is a nice place, isn't it, Little Root Town? And everybody living inside here is just so nice, too. Like that neighbor of yours.
What about our neighbor?
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to go on like that. We should keep our first meeting short and sweet, don't you think? Until next time, then. Bye-bye.
Bye? Well, goodbye, Zinnia. Nice to officially meet you. But our character obviously doesn't really know her. But as we saw from the cutscene at the beginning, there's a little bit more to meet the eye with that character. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And in the next episode, we will officially be beginning the post-game of Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, the Delta episode. Basically, what would be a Pokemon Emerald episode, pretty much. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.